And I say that with love, but I loathe Naked. I love the direction of Naked. I love Harley in Naked. He's very good in Naked. I love the script. I love writing Naked. I think Naked was brilliant. I know exactly where I was. I was at my house in the backyard sitting at the picnic table we have outside. I wrote it in a day. I went, boom, there you go, Christine. Naked, read it. What do you think? But I loathe Naked. I loathe Naked because I was naked. I wrote Naked again. Naked was written because it needed to be. It was a very important part of Jude's journey. When that episode was written, I knew where we were going. I knew what he was doing. I knew it all. Again, I will be honest, I expected a young, buff gay man or straight man, quite frankly, to play Jude. I wasn't expecting to play Jude. Then the tide turned and I had to play Jude, and I went, okay, well, I got to get naked.
That was a really, really powerful episode. Susie was fantastic in it, and it's based on a true story. Tony knows a real person, and it was just, I think it was a really hard episode to film because it's this weird parallel that Charlie's wants to be Charlie and be like, stuff you, go away, but also she's still so broken from everything that's happened, and it's really cool just to put a bit of reality in it, but like, HIV doesn't kill you, you can live a life, don't worry about it, other people are like this, there's a support group. So, and I think that's a really important story to tell, that we say that this is a reality, people are there, there's no need to judge them. So I'm really, like, that, I think that to me is such a strong episode because it's needed to show its truth telling.
Yes. From a writing perspective, I love it. I love that we get to see Brenda come back, and we get to see Brenda and Viv interact, and we get to see that Viv isn't going to automatically forgive and forget. She is going to be like, hang on a second, girl, you need to figure your shit out. I love that because I think it's true and relevant, so I have no problem with it. And then obviously I really enjoyed the Jude and Charlie section of the episode, because as Christine says, you put that in to make Charlie more likeable. And I think that's true. I loved writing Charlie because Charlie was the one that would say whatever she wanted. And she was a bitch. And I love bitches. I love Valerie Malone from 90210. I love Brenda Walsh from 90210. I love Alexis, Melville, Carrington, Colby, Dexter, Rowan from Dynasty. I love Stephanie Forrester.
I always love working with Lizzie. It's so funny. Because I read when I did a Fringe show with her late last year. And in a way she's playing a very similar character in this show that she is, that she played in the play. Like she was playing a bratty 16-year-old, so, and her character was obviously kind of bratty in this, so it's quite funny to see the similarities. When she came in, I was like, oh, God, such a brat. That was good. She was great.
For our part in that, it's funny because we filmed it on a Saturday and it literally was Tony, me, and the director Adrian in the room. He did the sound and lighting and everything. It was unbelievable. And I always say this. I always say that episode is the one where Charlie is not a bitch. Like, it's like Tony wrote it so Charlie wouldn't come across as a bitch.
With that one, actually, that was just really eye-opening for me because I didn't know about what it was about. Do you know what I mean? Like, the key part in that, I didn't know that existed. So that was really eye-opening and comforting and inspiring, I guess. So I take from that what I learnt from that, what me as an actor, as a person, learnt from that. So that's what I think of when I think of that scene, is just like learning something new about the world and how brave people, how brave
Same
people
day
are.
that I wrote Naked, I wrote Surviving in Numbers. I love Surviving Numbers because it is a website, and it has a Tumblr as well. And it literally is taking sexual assaults and writing them down in numbers. At the end of the episode, you see mine on a whiteboard, and I'm holding it. And that's my sexual assault in numbers. And it was very freeing to write that episode, and very freeing because to find the website in itself, because I had watched a lot of programs and watched a lot of documentaries and read a lot of people's stories and connected on many levels with sexual assault survivors. And yeah, it was very jovial, so I think the episode comes off a lot lighter, which after having written Showing Up in the World and having plotted this series, it's like, oh no, we needed that jovial. We needed she's trying and everything's looking up, which I think Surviving in Numbers does that. It's an upswing, whereas Showing Up in the World is the exclamation point of, now it's up to you. Surviving in Numbers is upswing, we can do this, which I think is
my favourite episode.
Right.
That was filmed on the same day, which was the day from hell where the electricity was cut. And it was filmed at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and everyone was freezing cold, but I think it's a beautiful shot, and I kind of love these two characters coming back together and saying, you know, like, we're both in the same boat, kind of. And I really like seeing that Charlie's a lot stronger at this point, that she can be like, no, let's move